How many of you have ever experienced a UFO or a UAP as they like to call them these days? I've been trying to hold off on my own personal stories just because I wanted to wait until the 1-year anniversary of when the CIA released all of its records regarding the unidentified aerial phenomenon. But since we would have to wait till June for all of that, I figure why not if I just space them out, no pun intended, and kind of shared with you a few of my own stories and a few other people's stories as we lead up to that 1-year anniversary mark. By the way, if you like the stories that I tell, please take a moment to subscribe. Please like and share this page with your friends. We're trying to reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers, so anything that you can do to help would be greatly appreciated. These are my real life stories of the impossible. Last time I saw a UFO would take me back about 8 years to about 2014 when I was headlining on the Norwegian Getaway, which is part of Norwegian Cruise Lines. It's part of a show called The Illusionarium. And during that time, it was after the show, I was talking to a passenger over on port side on the 17th floor. Now, the 17th floor is the top deck, sort of like the rooftop of the ship, as it were. It's a club, so the DJ was like pumping. All of the music was going at the time. People were dancing on the dance floor. And I was basically looking out over the ocean port side, so over the left-hand side of the ship. And as I'm looking out over the ocean, I'm talking to this passenger, and I'm sort of looking towards the back of the ship at that moment. And then suddenly it just looked as if it was just a super, super bright light flying horizontally across about 100 yards above the water and about a half a mile away from where we were. But it was so bright, and as it passed, it made like a whooshing sound, loud enough that I could hear it over the music that was actually playing quite loudly at the time. As it flew by, nearly everyone who was, standing in the direction to see it saw it, and basically everybody went, "Whoa!" And then suddenly there was a moment of silence, and then somebody went, "Wow, meteor." And then everything just kept on playing, and all of a sudden everybody was dancing, and everyone just kind of ignored it as if they just explained away what it was. But I'm trained to do something else. I'm trained to really try to examine the unusual things that occurred to me. So rather than explaining away that it was a meteor, one of the things that I noticed was that, number one, it was flying horizontally above the water, and we never saw it go into the water. It went right out into the distance over the horizon. Number two, it seemed to have changed colors. I swore that it went from green to yellow to red. And so as I said that to the passenger that I was with. I said, "Did you see it change colors?" And she said, "Yeah, it changed from green to yellow to red," which confirmed what I was thinking, and that is that what kind of a meteor does that? And she even spotted out the colors in the sequence that I saw them in. So with that in mind, comment below if you've ever experienced an unusual thing in the sky that you can't explain. Could it have been a meteor? Possibly. How could it have changed colors? And how could two people have noticed the unusual characteristics of this particular meteor, right? It changes colors. It flies horizontally. We never saw it go into the water. So what are your weird experiences regarding the unidentified aerial phenomenon? Please comment below, and please let me know if you have an experience yourself. I'd be very, very curious. I have a couple more stories to share with you. Meanwhile, if you are interested in knowing more about me and the shows that I deliver, which are purely entertainment, both virtually and live, please go to my website at themanwhoknows.tv. Subscribe to my newsletters. You get a free gift. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.